Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we are back with another Vocaloid topic, and today's topic will be, will I ever grow out of Vocaloid? Now before you guys pause this video and ask, what the hell is she talking about? There is no way she will grow out of that. What's the point of making this? And yes, I know it does sound a little bit weird to be talking about something like this, but hear me out. So as you guys know, I've been into Vocaloid for 8 years now, and honestly, it's been such an amazing experience just being a fan of Vocaloid and all the music and hearing about the latest news and stuff. It's really fun, you know, but there are some times when I'm listening to Vocaloid music or playing a game or just anything in general. There's always one little question that will always come into my mind when I'm doing something, and that is, will you ever stop loving Vocaloid? And it kind of makes me think for a little bit, and it does make me feel a little bit sad when I think about it, because I really do care about Vocaloid. It's something I'm very passionate about, but I guess I would have to answer the question about, will I ever grow out of Vocaloid? And I actually have an answer for that, and that is yes and no. Now hear me out of why I've given both a yes and no answer to a question like that. I mean, yes does sound a little bit absurd about me not loving Vocaloid anymore, but I can't see myself actually not loving it anymore. But let's get on to parts of why I don't think I will grow out of Vocaloid versus why I think I will. So let's go with the yes answer first. So the reason why I said yes for why I don't think I can ever see myself growing out of Vocaloid is because, again, if you guys have seen my video where I talk about how Hatsune Miku has improved my life, I go into a lot of detail in that video about why she makes me very happy. And honestly, why would I want to give that happiness up? Like, if you guys don't watch the video, you guys know how much she makes me so happy. Like, she is like literally the reason why I'm still alive and why I keep pushing myself to be alive in life every day. She's literally the reason why I'm alive, like, honestly. And I don't know why I would want to give up not loving Vocaloid. I just have so many fun memories with buying the video games when they first came out, playing the hell out of them, just anything Vocaloid related I saw in town, I would just get a big ass smile on my face, and I would just get so happy, and I always cherish those moments. Like, every Vocaloid item I own, I have such fond memories of when I bought that item, and I just love to look back of the day, like when I bought it, and it really makes me happy, but a little bit sad, honestly. You will either get two sides of me when I am talking about Vocaloid. You will either get the really happy and passionate side of when I'm talking about Vocaloid, or you'll get the other side of me when I talk about Vocaloid. And sometimes when I talk about Vocaloid, I will get very emotional, and I'll start to tear up, and I'll actually get upset. And the reason why I get upset is because sometimes when I'm just so passionate about something and how much I love the thing, and then I look back about how much the thing I'm very passionate about has helped me out through my darkest times in my life. And then I think about those sad times, and it just makes me really sad because my darkest moments in life were just so awful. Like, especially my time when I was like suicidal in college. It was not fun at all. Like, I really almost killed myself, but it wasn't high enough where I was trying to hang myself, and my feet were touching the ground, so I didn't die. But I do remember I was listening to the song I wanted played at my funeral, because again, I wrote a suicide note in case, like, you know, that did go through with it, and I don't know. You would think I would pick a song that wasn't in English, but no, I picked a Vocaloid song that I wanted to be played at my funeral, because I'm weird. And if you guys were wondering what song it was, I believe it was the song, I think it's called The First Sound, or The First Song. I'll put a link in the description. Just type in Hatsune Miku crying, and you'll click the 7-minute video and you'll find it. That's probably the song I want played at my funeral. It's so beautiful. I like that version more than the one they put in Project Diva X. It sounds a lot better. It sounds sweeter. Also, another reason why I feel like if I was to grow out of Vocaloid is because of depression. Now, when I was depressed back in 2015, along with that whole online friend thing, I'm tired of telling that story, so if you guys watch my video about how Hatsune Miku has impacted my life, watch that video, and I do explain about what happened. I'm just so tired of talking about that story, and every time I talk about it, I get upset, so I feel like if I was to ever get depression again in my life, which I'm sure I will, because I'm sure I'll get depressed again sometime in my life, I feel like depending on how big it is, like this depression, like how much it would affect me, because let me tell you something, it's not fun having depression at all. It's awful. Like, I do not wish that on anyone. It's just such an awful feeling having depression. It just sucks the life out of you, and it sucks all your passion out, and everything you once cared about, it just means nothing to you anymore. It's just such an awful feeling. That would definitely be one of the reasons why I would stop loving or caring about Vocaloid, is because of depression. Because depression just robs everything from you. It sucks. It almost did happen to me when I had depression, but I literally looked at myself in the mirror and I said, fuck you, depression. Like, gave the middle finger and everything, and from that day on, I just kept on listening to Vocaloid music, and Vocaloid music helped me out through a lot. Also, playing the video games, because again, my friends would talk crap about me on the bus, and I just ignored them and played the video games, and honestly, it was so much fun just playing those video games. Like, I just got lost in my own little world. I almost forgot to get off the bus a couple of times. That's how addicted I was to playing the games. But yeah, I feel like, yeah, if I ever do get depression again, and if it's, you know, really, like, bad, then I feel like I won't love Vocaloid ever again, because, again, depression just robs you of your happiness, and it sucks ass, honestly. But again, that's just my opinion. I'm not really sure what the future holds for me, but Vocaloid just impacted me so much. I just don't want to let go. Like, honestly, like, even in my video where I talk about what I'm going to do with my stuff when I pass on, like, I just really don't want to let go of those happy memories. It's those type of things that just make me smile when I'm, you know, having a really tough day, and I look back at all those happy memories, and I honestly just, I feel sad, because I know that one day when I pass on, I'm just going to remember how much I miss having those fun memories with the Vocaloid, and it really sucks. You know, I actually have this little saying about myself. It's a little bit sad, but this is just my opinion. I always tell myself that when I die someday, I don't want to be remembered as just the funny girl, because that's how everyone just sees me. I feel like people only just see me as that funny girl, because I always ask people, like, what do you like about me? And literally the only answer they give me is, oh, well, you're funny. It's always funny. It's nothing really new. It's always funny that comes to their mind. Like, why don't you just remember me for having such a love and big passion for Vocaloid? Like, that's what I want to be remembered by when I pass on someday. Not a disappointment, but just because of how passionate I was about this stuff. And people just see it as a joke. Like, honestly, I don't like that at all. Sometimes people probably might ask me, like, oh, well, like, you are going to get rid of it someday, aren't you? Like, everyone grows out of their childhood. And I kind of just look at them like, what? Like, do you really think I'm going to ever stop loving Vocaloid? And again, if I ever have depression, maybe I will stop caring about it, but loving it, I don't think I will. It's like, do you really think I'm ever going to stop caring about it? Because do you know how much money I have invested in my Vocaloid merch that I've collected for over, like, 7 years? Because again, I became a fan in 2013, and I didn't start collecting in 2014, so that's 7 years. That's another thing I feel like why I don't think I'll stop loving Vocaloid is because of how much merch I've bought over the years. Because 7 years of collecting, I've collected a lot, I'm not gonna lie. I have I think I have a little bit of too much, actually. But can you actually blame me? Like, it's so addicting. Like, I really am gonna miss this stuff when I pass on. I'm really gonna miss looking at my collection. Because honestly, I come home from work and I just look at my collection of Vocaloid's merch all around my room. Like, no matter where I look in my room, there's always Vocaloid merch anywhere. Like, on my bed, on my dresser, on the walls, like, even a book, on a video game, on my mug. Like, no matter where I look, there's always going to be Vocaloid merch. And I think it's just such a wonderful feeling. Because I believe it just shows how passionate I am and how much I've dedicated my life to just something that's not real. But can you guys really blame me? Like, I feel like I'm more connected with these Vocaloid than I am with people, because at least I know with Vocaloid, I know it's not going to hurt me. But with people, I always just get screwed over by people in real life, and I'm tired of it, so I'm like, why should I bother with you? So I feel like I'm more comfortable with Vocaloid versus with people, but then again, that's just me. I know I'm weird, but I'm gonna try not to cry in this video because I do feel really sad when I talk about this type of stuff. But yeah. Also, another thing is, if I was to ever lose my, memory, let's say I have amnesia, the first thing I want you guys to make me remember is Vocaloid. Like, please. And I know I just sound like a pathetic girl for just talking about Vocaloid this, Vocaloid that, but I can't help it. It's just one of those things that have just got me through the worst parts of my life, and I'm just so grateful. Like, honestly, I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for Vocaloid. Like, it's the reason why I kind of started my YouTube channel. And if you guys are wondering, well, if you love Vocaloid so much, why don't you just dedicate your whole channel to Vocaloid? That's probably not a good idea, because number one, that would be a pretty hard topic to cover, because if you upload Vocaloid content with the audio in it and stuff, you'll probably get copyrighted, and I can't do those type of videos where, there's like top 10 Vocaloid songs with the music playing. I definitely don't want to do that. And number two is because my whole life isn't just about Vocaloid. There were other things I like in life. Like, as you can see on my channel, I just upload like almost anything I like and everything I'm passionate about. It's not just Vocaloid. I also like to play video games. I like to make comic dubs. Even like I like to react to my old videos because my old videos are cringy, and every now and then I will just talk about Vocaloid, but it honestly depends on what comes to my mind, and Vocaloid topic is kind of hard to come by because there are so many things I just want to talk about Vocaloid related, but yeah, that's just me. Honestly, you guys, I just have so many fun memories with Vocaloid growing up. Like, I became a fan in 2013, so that was way back in elementary school. Honestly, Vocaloid has been with me throughout my whole school years, from elementary school to high school to even college. I'm honestly still surprised how the hell I even survived college, because I was really fucking close to taking my own life, but I didn't, and it was all because of Vocaloid. Like, if that wasn't, I swear, if Vocaloid wasn't even a part of my life, honestly, I would have, freaking killed myself a long time ago. And if you were to ask me if Vocaloid was to ever stop existing, or if it never even existed at all, if you were to ask me that, my answer would be, I'd probably kill myself, honestly. Like, if Vocaloid ever stops existing, and if it doesn't exist anymore, I'd probably kill myself, and I'm not lying. Because I just rely on it so much. Like, nothing else in life really gives me that same amount of happiness that other things in life don't, because it's just weird. It could just because of my childhood and how my friends treated me and how, I don't know, I've just been screwed over so much in life. That could just honestly be me, and maybe it's my fault for letting it get to this point, but again, it's just my little safe haven. Can you really blame me? But I don't really see Vocaloid ending, and here's why. With every Vocaloid creator, there will be new, and then there will be old. The old ones will leave. Like, some of them, they probably will stop caring about Vocaloid and not have any more ideas about creating songs. But that's okay, because when the old goes, the new one will come. And I think that's just so amazing about Vocaloid, is that, like, compare it to a singer, okay? Like, singers, they can be okay. Like, they have a few good songs, but it does take them a little longer to create a song and stuff like that. And if they get sick, well, you can't really see them, and their shows get canceled, and it's a real bummer. At least with Vocaloid, when a new creator steps onto the platform, they are open to so many varieties. It's so cool how, like, Hatsune Miku, she might be just one character, but she, represents 1,000 artists. And what I mean by that is, Hatsune Miku she's a Vocaloid, but her character, she is a singer, but when you hear her music, it's everyone's music. It's not just one person that creates her song. Anyone can write a Hatsune Miku song, and I think that's just so incredible. That if you want to create a Vocaloid song, just, buy the package and create your own song. I think that's just really cool that you can create a Vocaloid song and just make it to be whatever you want to be. It's really cool, actually. And I think that's why I enjoy it so much. It's because if an old content creator leaves the fandom, and again, we have had some amazing Vocaloid creators die on us, like one of them, Wowaka, that was really sad. I believe he died in 2018, I think, because I think I was in college when I heard about the news, and that was very heartbreaking. One of my favorite Vocaloid songs by him is Unknown Mother Goose, and that was the last song he wrote before he passed away, and that song is just so fucking amazing. It's probably my favorite Vocaloid song ever. Well, for now at least, but I just love that song. That's probably the Vocaloid song I listen to the most. Like, honestly, I listen to that song like almost every freaking day. Like, even by other covers of Vocaloids. That song is just fucking amazing. Honestly, go listen to it. Like, seriously, it's so fucking amazing. But yeah, anyways, as I was saying, like, when old ones leave the platform, like, let's say a content creator wasn't, like, happy anymore of what they were doing, or they just didn't like who they were becoming, they leave. But that's not the worst thing. Well, it depends on how good their music is, but we'll always remember them for who they were. And, you might be sad, but a new one will come in, and that new one will be just as amazing as that person, probably, because I don't really think there is such thing as a bad Vocaloid content creator. And yes, there are some that are kind of a little bit odd, and I will be honest, there are some Vocaloid songs that aren't my favorite, but that's okay. I can't like all of the Vocaloid songs, because if I liked every single Vocaloid song, that'd be a little bit too extreme for me. Because, yeah, there are some Vocaloids that I don't listen to as much as Hatsune Miku. I think the Vocaloid I listen to the least, like the ones I know of, are probably Mako and Kaito. I'm not a big fan of them, and that's just me, but don't hate me. But yeah, that's just honestly my opinion. Please don't give me any hate. But yeah, I mostly just know most of the Vocaloid songs from the video games. And honestly, the random YouTube videos I just randomly click, like, honestly. Okay, let me tell you a little story. This has something to do with my 3DS, Sideshark. Okay, so before I actually had a tablet, what I used to do to record Vocaloid music was, this was when I had a cassette player, like a CD player, so this was after I got my 3DS. What I used to do was I would, this is also when I started learning about the internet and stuff, because I didn't know about the internet until I was like 10 years old because of my school and stuff like that, so what do? I would get my little 3DS, and we had like a computer and we had a table. I would place my 3DS on the table and stack books on it to make sure it was like, centered, and I would play a Vocaloid song and I would just record it from my 3DS, and oh my god, it was so much fun. And looking back at it now, it looks so freaking stupid and like so lame, but honestly, that's how I listened to Vocaloid music back in the day. Like, I didn't have a tablet like everyone else did, or an iPhone or iPod. Like, the only way I could listen to Vocaloid music was just to record it off of my 3DS. And when I wanted to record a new one and didn't have space, I would just delete an old one and just record a new one. And it was so much fun. And I actually still have those videos on my 3DS. I don't have my 3DS with me, so I can't show you the footage, but I do have it, and I still have the little Vocaloid pictures I used to tape onto my 3DS. That was way back in elementary school, so they're all like discolored. I have a picture of Rin and Len on the sides, and I have one of Miku near my, like, the buttons. It looks like absolute shit, but honestly, 13-year-old me thought it was like the best thing ever, and I thought I was like so smart, but the colors kind of faded away. But I've kept them on there for all these years, and I honestly can't believe I still have those videos on my 3DS. I really wish I had my 3DS. I could show you guys, but I don't. I also have really fond memories of just being in Toronto and driving through the city and just driving through all the streets, like downtown, and just listening to the Vocaloid music off of my 3DS and just looking at all the scenery. I don't know why, but it's just really fun when you listen to Vocaloid music in Toronto. I don't know, that's just me. Also, I have a complaint to make. Okay, so like, Hatsune Miku is like famous, right? So like, why the hell hasn't anyone made a freaking like documentary out of her? Please, any company out there that knows shit about Hatsune Miku, can someone please make a damn documentary? And I'm not including the one that Discovery Channel made. That was kind of a short one. I'm talking about like a full-length documentary. I would fucking see that movie in a heartbeat if that was in theaters. Like, honestly, why the hell doesn't Hatsune Miku have her own movie yet? Like, I know there are like CDs you can buy of like the concerts, but I don't really see those as movies. I just see that as recorded footage of a Vocaloid concert I missed out on. And that's another thing. I have not been to a Hatsune Miku concert yet, and that sucks ass because I really want to go to one. Speaking of Vocaloid concerts, my only dream in life is to actually see a Vocaloid concert, because that's my one dream in life. I just really, really would love to see a Vocaloid concert, but we haven't had any in Canada for a while now. I think they used to have some back in 2013 in Toronto, but then again, I was still new to Vocaloid. I didn't really know much about it, so I guess I missed the chance. But if any freaking Vocaloid concerts come to Toronto, please come to Toronto. I will freaking drive my ass all the way to Toronto. I don't care if that's a 3-hour drive. Or like even to America, I will take a 3-day damn drive to America just to see a Vocaloid concert that I think they're like 2 hours. It's totally worth the drive. Also, another thing, this is kind of a little bit off topic. Like, I feel like if I was to ever be in a serious relationship, or like, let's say I was dating and we were like gonna go to the next level about like marriage, I feel like if you were to ever take me to like let's say I was at a Vocaloid concert, that would be like my dream proposal right there. No sandy beaches, no Paris, no like romantic cruise or anything, nothing like that. Just take me to a Vocaloid concert, make me watch a Japanese girl sing for a couple of hours, loud music and everything, and then propose on your damn knee, and I will say yes. I feel like that's just the perfect way you could propose to me, is at a Vocaloid concert. That's just like gold to me. Other girls want romance things. I just want like just a Vocaloid concert. That's perfect. And I don't think I'll ever get married, but that's honestly like, I feel like that would just be like my dream proposal right there. I don't know why. I just have so much fun memories of freaking Vocaloid, and I don't want to make this video too long like the other one, because again, once I start talking about Vocaloid, it's really hard for me to shut up because I just get so passionate, but I'm not crying, so that's good. So yeah, that's basically my thoughts about if I will ever grow out a Vocaloid. And yeah, it's kind of a yes and no debate, but honestly, I don't think I ever will. And if I ever do get depression again, I swear to God, I will fight my ass off to make sure this does not happen, but can't always tell what the future is going to hold. But the day I stop loving Vocaloid is the day I will give my whole damn collection away. How about that? So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry that's a little bit long. Again, I really cannot shut up about Vocaloid. But I just really love Hatsune Miku and Vocaloid. Like, honestly, it has impacted my life so much. You cannot imagine how much crap I've gotten through life with Vocaloid music. Like, honestly, that would have to be like a part 2 or something about Vocaloid. But that's just my opinion about Vocaloid, and let me know in the comments if you guys have outgrown some of the things you liked before. Like, I know for one, like, I've definitely grown out of stuff I used to like I used to love Little's Pet Shop, like little toys back in the 2000s. They were so cute, but eventually I kind of just grew out of them because I was like, eh. Also, along with, I have grown out of loving Katy Perry. Like, back in 2010, I absolutely loved Katy Perry. I thought she was really cool. This was when her Teenage Dream CD came out, the one that smelled like cotton candy. I was, like, fucking obsessed with her. I thought she was, like, the best singer ever. Same with Selena Gomez, but I still like Selena Gomez because Selena Gomez just never seems to change. Like, underneath all that makeup and stuff, she's still the same dork we all loved as Alex Russo, and I just love that about her. But with Katy Perry, I found that her music just isn't the same anymore. Like, ever since, like, it was okay with Swish Swish, but then after that, I feel like her music just hasn't been as good, and this is just my opinion, you guys. I do like Katy Perry, but I just don't. I liked the old Katy Perry, if that makes sense, like California Girls Katy Perry. Like, I don't know, I just don't like her music as much anymore, and I know she has a kid now, but I find that her music videos are just weird now, and again, it's just my opinion. I'm trying to think of other things I've kind of outgrown. Oh, I feel like I've definitely outgrown, like, the Disney stages. Like, don't get me wrong, I loved the old Disney movies, like the hand-drawn Disney movies. Those were fucking fantastic. But now the new Disney movies, they're just kind of like, okay, it's like a new Disney movie's here. Like, okay, like, can we please have a Disney movie that goes back to 2D hand-drawn animation? That's just my opinion. Like, I can't even remember the last time I actually got excited for a Disney movie. Like, I think the last time I got excited for a Disney movie was for, well, maybe it was for Pixar. I think it was for Cars 3, and that was like it. But the new Disney movie, Luca, looks interesting because it's like sea people, and I think it's set in Italy. That actually looks pretty cool. Plus, it involves like water, and I'm a sucker for water, so I'm actually looking forward to that one. Soul, I don't really care too much about. It's just, I might watch it, but again, all these new Disney movies just don't interest me, and I'm sorry, but at least, like, I still like Barbie. Like, I've watched Barbie since I was like 4, so I think that makes me, like, I've liked her since I was 4, so I believe that would be 17 years of liking Barbie. If so, that's pretty damn impressive. Also, things that I still do like to this day. I'm still a big fan of Sonic the Hedgehog and Pokemon. I've loved both of those things. I found out about them in 2010, so that makes 11 years, and yeah, I'm still a fan of Pokemon and Sonic the Hedgehog. Even though I don't really care about the Pokemon movies that much, because I feel like they're kind of just the same copy and paste, like Ash meets a new Pokemon, blah blah blah, legendary Pokemon, Ash saves the day. Like, I don't really watch the anime as much as I used to, but that doesn't mean I don't like Pokemon. I like to watch theory videos, and I like to collect the cards and, you know, buy a few plushies. Same with Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't really play the games that much, but I absolutely loved the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. And I'm really excited for the second one. Me and my mom are both excited for that one. My mom absolutely loved the Sonic movie. She thought it was really good. And that's funny because she didn't like Sonic that much, but now, ever since she saw it, she's like, Sonic is so adorable and stuff like that. And it's like, okay. But yeah. Those are some other things I like. But then again, that's just my opinion. It's okay to grow out of things. Like, honestly, like, yeah, I like those things, and maybe I don't talk about it that much, but does it really matter? I mean, yeah, every now and then I will talk about Pokemon and Sonic the Hedgehog. I might talk about some of the Barbie movies. I'm actually thinking about watching all of the, like, I'm actually thinking about watching Barbie movies from, like, oldest to newest and actually reviewing them, but that won't be until long down the road, because holy shit, there are so many fucking Barbie movies. I actually did see the newest Barbie movie, the Barbie and Chelsea and the Lost Birthday one. That was actually pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. And that song, A New Day, that song was fucking great. I actually really liked that song. I think I gave that movie like a 5 out of 10. It was pretty okay. Felt pretty rushed, but then again, like, see, like, even if I don't talk about something, that doesn't mean I'm not passionate about it, or that doesn't mean I don't like it. Like, even with anime, I don't watch as much anime as I used to back in high school, which I fucking loved. In high school, I was like such a fucking nerd about anime, like, honestly. I watched like anime almost every day, but I don't watch it as much, but that doesn't mean I don't like it. Like, honestly, I really want to get back into watching the animes I never got to finish, but some I won't finish, and some I probably won't ever look at again, because, But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and again, let me know in the comments if you guys are really passionate about something, or if any of you guys are Vocaloid fans. I would love to hear your story about if you guys are into Vocaloid or not, because I feel like people don't really talk about outgrowing Vocaloid, and that's kind of why I wanted to make this video, is because, I don't know, you just don't really see people talk about outgrowing Vocaloid, and maybe it's just not an important subject, but to me it is, because I'm always curious to know, like, why are you outgrowing Vocaloid? Like, I'm not here to, like, bash you or shame you for not liking Vocaloid. Like, that's totally fine if you don't like Vocaloid. I'm just always curious to know about people's stories. Like, that's just me. I like to tell my own stories, and then I like to hear your stories. Or, you know, make a video about it. You know, do something. Like, honestly. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video for the 3rd time. And make sure to like, comment, and to subscribe, because I'm sure 90% of you who are watching this video right now are not subscribed to my channel, so if you like my content, please consider subscribing. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, and to subscribe, and to share this video with a friend. And please let me know in the comments about something that you've outgrown or something that you still love to this day. I love to hear your stories. And until then, I will see you next time. Goodbye.